everyone, good morning. This is Manjeet Rawat, your online instructor. So guys, welcome back once again to Teach Me Cloud YouTube channel. Guys, as we discussed in our last video, we are working over our AG104 certification course content, right? So you can say that this is our second class, or you can say that this is our second session. And in this session, I'm planning to describe you about another option which is available in the course content of Manage Azure Ready object. If we talking about our first session, so we did the task of creating user and groups, managing the user and groups property. We did the task of configuring the MFA for user, and now I'm planning to describe you about the remaining content which is available in the manage user AD object. So right now I'm planning to describe you how we can create a multiple user by single click, and second we'll discuss about how we can manage the guest accounts and customize our domain, and also we'll discuss about how we can join our on-premises Windows 10 operating system with Azure Active Directory user. So this is our agenda. This is the second class, and in the second class we will discuss about these types of topic, and these topic can help you to clear your examination. So guys, I'm just going to start our practical, and I also will discuss about the concept and theoretical part related to the creating bulk user. So I'm going to open I'm going to open my Azure portal. But before proceeding to before proceed the video, if you're new on my channel, if you're new on my video, so please subscribe my channel, because you will be get a multiple technology over a Teach Me Cloud YouTube channel. If you go through the playlist, you are able to get videos related to the Google Cloud, Amazon Web Services, AG103 certification and AG104 certification. And if you want to know about how we can manage the Mac operating system, you just check the playlist. You will be get one playlist related to the Mac operating system. So guys, I'm just going to show you how we can manage these types of content. So first of all, I'm just going to show you how we can create a multiple user account over Azure AD. So I'm going to open my Azure portal. So this is our Azure portal, and we know that in the Azure portal we need to click on the security part, and in the security part we have a one option Azure Active Directory, right? So you need to click here in the Azure Active Directory, and just click on the users. So when we click on the user, it will be give you the entire information related to the users that you created, right? So right now we have up to 7 different users are available. But unfortunately, clients want to migrate our entire user, on-premises user or Active Directory user into the Azure AD. Means client want to create a multiple user account at a time. So as per the architect, as per the Azure admin, it's our responsibility to create a multiple user by single click. You don't have much time to create a one by one. So I'm going to show you the small step. I'm going to show you an easy step to create a multiple user account by using the option of bulk create, right? So we have a new user, new guest user, create bulk, invite bulk, delete bulk, and download the CSV file, refresh, reset, and multi-factor authentication. So in our first class, we have already did the task of creating user, and also did the task of reset the password, and also we configured the multi-factor authentication for individual user. In this class, I'm going to show you how you can create a multiple user. So right now we have a user of admin Azure class demo telnet. I'm going to delete it, right? And try to create a multiple user. With the help of CSV file. So I'm going to delete our existing user. Like I'm going to delete the telnet, and just try to delete the class user, right? This is our class user. Okay, it's associated with our on-premises, that's why we are unable to delete it. Not an issue. So now I'm going to show you how you can create a multiple users. So see, in the third option you have option to click on the bulk create. Once you click on the bulk create, you need to download one CSV format. Basically it's a type of template, and you need to download the template, and after download the template you need to just edit the template. Means how many users you are planning to create, what's the password you are planning to configure. So you need to download it, and in the CSV file you will be get the entire information what you need to fill. So I'm just going to download it, and once it's downloaded, now it's downloaded, you need to open it. and it gives you the information how you can manage. Okay, so I'm going to open it from download. This is our CSV file, and of important thing is that you must not change the CSV format into the Excel, otherwise it cannot be supported by Azure portal. So this is the example. In the first panel, you need to type the display name. You can choose the any display name. Second, you need to type the username with your domain, with your default domain, with your custom domain. Third option is related to the password, and fourth option is related to what you want. You want to log in it. You don't want to log in it. So you can select here yes or no. Another option, if we're talking about the another information, it's related to the personal information related to the user, like what's the location of your user, the address of user, phone number of user, state of user, country of user. You need to fill the entire information if you want. So I'm just going to show you one live example how we can do that. So I'm just going to add uh, multiple row. Just try to create three different user in single click, right? So I'm creating a three different row. The first name of user is telnet, right? So this is that display name. You can say that the telnet is display name. You need to type the telnet at the rate, and after the at the rate, you need to provide your custom domain. You need to provide your domain name, the Azure domain name. So I'm just going to copy my domain name. You just need to click on the Active Directory Azure AD, and this is our custom domain detail. So when we click on the custom domain, it show you the default domain or how many domains are available. So this is our custom domain. This is our default domain. You need to copy it and just paste after the at the rate. Sorry. So our custom domain name is mananrawat24 at 24 gmail dot on microsoft.com. So I'm just going to type manual telnet at the rate MANNRAWAT24 dot gmail dot on microsoft.com, right? So this is our default domain name. Telnet is our user, and mananrawat24.gmail.onmicrosoft.com is our default domain. Not dot. Sorry. No need to use the dot. Just gmail.onmicrosoft.com. Now, I'm planning to create a second user with name of demo. This is our demo. This second user. Type the demo and then add the rate and type your domain name. gmail.onmicrosoft.com, right? On microsoft.com. Third, I'm planning to create another user with name of uh, any name, like as I'm just going to create a name user with name of cloud at the rate your domain name 24 gmail dot on microsoft.com. Clear? So we are planning to create a three different user with the help of create bulk user. So you need to type the password. So I'm just going to use the common password for all. And we are planning to log in it. So that's why you need to just type yes, yes, and yes. Now you created your CSV file, and now I'm planning to save it. Just click on the file, go to the export, and just select the CSV file. If you are using the Windows operating system, you can directly save within the format of CSV. Just select the CSV format, and I'm planning to put it into the desktop. So this is our desktop panel. I'm going to type the name of create bulk users, right? And the location of our file is desktop. Just click export. Now it's saved successfully. You need to reopen your Azure portal and go to the security and click on the Azure Active Directory. In the Azure Active Directory, you need to click on the users and then click create bulk user. Right? See, this is the option bulk create. Select the bulk create and you need to upload your file. Just click on the panel. Just click on this particular option and select your file. So we created a file with name of create bulk user. Select your file and click open. Now it's uploaded successfully. You need to click submit and it just try to verify about your username, about your password and all activity. If everything is okay, you will be see the three different user will be created on your Azure all user services. So you need to wait, you need to give up to 1 or 2 minutes. It depends upon how many user you are planning to create. Some error it occurred, you need to just do something. I'm just going to make some changes. I think some issue with that. You need to click here and try to understand what exactly happened. So error with the entire user. So I think we need to just change the password activity. So I'm going to say I'm going to use another password because I think I it's not supported as per the password policy. And one more thing, you should be verify. You should be verify the verify the domain name. So it's mannraw824 gmail.on microsoft.com. Let me check with our domain name. So this is our default directory on gmail.onmicrosoft.com. So just confirm on microsoft.com. Okay, now I'm just going to save it again in the format of CSV file. Next, I want to put it into the desktop again. So this is create bulk. Just the file name is create bulk and port. Now I'm going to upload it again. Select the user and need to click on the create bulk. Upload your file that you created. So our file name is create bulk. Select just type the name. This is our CSV file format. Open and submit. You need to wait up to 1 or 2 minutes. See, our one for problem is that the telnet user is already created, demo and cloud. The demo user also created. This is our demo user. This is cloud, and another is telnet. So both users created successfully. Unfortunately, I uploaded a second time. That's why we are unable to find it. So this is our class user that we configured. Sorry, cloud user, demo user. This is our telnet. Telnet at the something. This is our telnet user, demo and cloud. So now we have a telnet user, demo user and cloud user successfully created. So you need to create your CSV file and configure the user ID and password and just upload. You will be see you successfully created your create your user bulk user by uploading the CSV file. So this is our first agenda. I hope you understand. Just try to perform this task by self by using your own Azure portal. And now second option, we are just planning to understand about the guest account. So first of all, just try to understand what exactly meaning of guest account. So as per the name, the meaning of guest account means you are planning to share your resources with another user account. Those user account already using the user Azure services. For example, if we're talking about the guest account, for example, this is one user account with name of XYZ and another user account with name of ABC. So this is our user account. The name of user account is xyg@gmail.com. Okay, and this is our another user. The another username you can say that it's abc@gmail.com. abc@gmail.com. Right. So we have a two different user account. We have a two different user account which is available on Azure portal. And now I'm planning to share some resources from user one from account one to account two. So in this case, what you need to do, you need to just send the invitation from XYG to ABC, or you can also send the invitation from ABC to the XYZ. Clear? So I'm going to open a two different Azure portal by using the different credential and try to make a communication between each other. Just try to share the resources from one user account to another user account. So basically, the meaning of guest account, it means that you are planning to send the invitation to another user account. So this is our one user account. You can say that this is mananrawat24@gmail.com. I'm planning to open another user account on different window on different browser. So I'm going to open my another as portal and another user account Azure user account. So I'm planning to open it with name of Azure class 1988@gmail.com. Type the password of your another account, another Azure account. Okay, now we successfully log in our another user account, and if we talking about the subscription type, so there are no subscription available, right? And if we talking about another root account, so just check the subscription. So we have a one pay as you go subscription. The another root account contain up to three different types of subscription, but if we talking about new user, it's not contain the any kind of subscription. So I'm planning to send an invitation from root account from another account, root account one and to account two. So what you need to do, you just need to open the Azure Active Directory. Just click on the all services, go to the security part, select Azure Active Directory. In the Azure Active Directory, we have an option of users. Just click here, and after user, you need to click on the new guest user. When we click on the new guest user, you are able to see two different options. This is the create user. If you plan to create a new fresh user, you need to select this one. If you want to provide a credential, if you want to share your services with another user account, you need to select the invite user. And this is the display name. You can choose any display name. I'm going to use my display name is Azure. And another, you need to type the IP address. You need to type the mail ID of your destination account. You can say that where you want to share the user, where you want to share the invitation. So I'm planning to share the share the invitation to Azure class 1988@gmail.com. Right? This is a separate Azure account. It's already exist. Means we have already sent the request on the same user. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to change the username. I'm going to log in another Azure account. So I'm just going to change the mail ID. I'm just going to use another mail ID. So this is our AWS trainer India@gmail.com. This is another account. I'm planning to share the invitation from our existing user account, existing Azure portal to AWS trainer at AWS trainer India@gmail.com. So what you need to do, if you check the subscription type, so you don't have any subscription, means you are unable to purchase any services. So I'm planning to share some resources from our pay-as-you-go account to our fresh created Azure portal. So what you need to do, just click on the invite user, type the name of display, and type the mail ID that you are planning. So our mail ID is AWS trainer India at gmail.com, right? Fine. And you can also configure the message if you want to just put the some message you can create here. And I'm just going to click on the invite. Now invitation successfully passed to the AWS Trainer India. So I'm just going to open the gmail.com, right? So I'm going to open a new page. Just type gmail.com, and you need to check your mail ID. Those mail ID you are using to create your Azure portal. To sign up yourself over Azure portal, you need to open the mail ID. So our mail ID is AWS Trainer India at gmail.com, right? So I'm just going to log out it. Type your mail ID. So our mail ID is AWS Trainer India at gmail.com, right? So you need to type it, provide your password. Now, if you check the mailbox, if you check your inbox, you are able to see one message from the Microsoft invitation. You just need to click here, and once you click, you need to just select accept the invitation. Just click on the accept the invitation, and now your new Azure portal successfully coordinated with your existing pay-as-you-go account. Just click on the accept. Your AWS Trainer India at gmail.com join with Manan Rawat 24 at gmail.com. So now you are able to share any resources from your old Azure portal to new Azure portal. So everything is okay, you successfully connected. What you need to do, you have option to refresh it, or you need to log in and log out and log in again. So I'm just trying to access by refreshing the entire wizard. Or if you are unable to do that, then you just need to log out and log in again, because it will be take some time to configure the communication between each other. Now I'm just going to try to log in again. Done. So just click on the more services. See, you need to just click here, and we have option of switch directory. So in the directory, you have a directory that you send the request from. Now you are able to see both mail ID are available in the panel. See, this is our AWS trainer at gmail.com. It's a fresh account, new account. Mananrao24 at gmail.com. This is our invited root account. So now you are able to access the services. Now you are able to share your services from Manan Rawat, and you will be access the same services into the AWS Trainer India. I'm going to check our subscription first. You don't have a subscription, but if you plan to share the some resources from your another user account, you are definitely you are able to access from this particular user, from this particular account, Azure account. So I'm going to check if any service are available. I'm trying to share with this particular user. Just click on the all services. I need to check my storage account. I'm planning to share the storage account. For example, this is our storage account. Three different series storage account available: training 2019, training 1988, test storage 1988. I'm going to check here. Go to the storage account. and there are no storage account available, right? And it display please purchase the subscription. So this is the part of our another user account, pay as you go user account. So I'm going to just share the resource from our pay as you go user account to our new user. Just click on the storage account or any resources, you need to open it, and you need to select second option which is available in the overview panel. It's access control IAM. Select your access control IAM and click add to assignment, and now select the role what you want to make. So I'm just going to select it, make it owner, and this is the panel where you can select the mail ID. So I'm just going to use our mail ID. So our mail ID is AWS trainer India. Yeah, see, this is our guest account. You are able to see this is the guest account. Display name that we configured on the time of providing the invitation. This is Azure. Select your user account and just click save. Okay. AWS trainer India at gmail.com. I'm just trying to make it honor and click save. Now added role assignment. It successfully sended means you successfully shared your training 2019. I'm going to open our Azure portal. Uh, just click on the all services. Again, just try to refresh the entire page. It may be you need to log out and log in again. Just click on the storage part and try to open the storage services. Now I'm just going to log out and log in again, because it will be take some time to display your services that provided by the pay as you go account. Go to the more services, and again we need to click on the storage account. This is the storage, and select the storage account. Now we are able to see training 2019 successfully added in our new account. Although in this account you don't have a subscription, so with the help of guest account you are able to associate your resources. You can associate your available resources with another user, right? So you need to take the help of invite user, means you can say that the guest user account, and configure IAM access control, and share your any resources. Those resources are running on your pay as you go account. So this is the second step, this is the second agenda that we confirmed. Manage guest accounts. So I hope you understand about the entire step and the entire procedure how you can do that. And third option is related to the custom domain. So in the custom domain I'm going to show you what you need to do. So we just need to open the Azure Active Directory. This is our pay as you go account. Just click on the all services and go to the security part, and in the security part we have a Azure Active Directory. Select the Azure Active Directory and you need to click on the custom domain. So this is the icon which is available in the property of Azure AD. You need to click on the custom domain, and now we have our Azure Active Directory is connected with default domain. So but I'm planning to add my own domain that I purchased from the godaddy.com. So meanwhile I'm just going to open my godaddy.com account as well. So in the second panel, I'm just going to open my GoDaddy.com account. Just open. So it's depend upon you what's the destination where you purchase your domain. It may be HostGator, it may be GoDaddy.com, it may be Namecheap as well. So it's depend upon the location of your domain. So I purchased a domain in the location of GoDaddy.com. So this is my account. I'm going to show you the domain name that I purchased. Okay, just click on the manage domain. So right now in my account, I have already purchased two different domains. This is the teachmecloud.in and another is elearningplace.in. I'm going to open the elearningplace.in because our elearningplace, the elearningplace.in is not associated with any services. So it's a fully free, and I'm just going to copy it and open the domain. Just click on add custom domain and just paste it. This is elearningplace.in. Click add domain. Now you successfully added domain name, and now you are able to see there are two different types of record available. So what you need to do, you just need copy the record value, open the GoDaddy.com or HostGator, and paste the entire record that provided by the Azure AD. You just need to configure in your domain. So I'm just going to save the both record over our GoDaddy.com domain name. So we need to configure only two record. One is txt record and another is mx record. So this is the panel elearningplace.in, and this is the location of record where you can configure your record. Just click on add, and now we need to select the txt record, right? In the host, you need to configure @ and this is the value. Just paste the value and select your TTL 3600 and click save. Make sure no any space, no any gap, no any other character involved. First, and in the second part, you need to copy the MX. This is the MX value. Copy the MX value, destination point, click add, and this time you need to configure which one? You need to configure MX record. So in the MX record, you need to select the @ and point to the value that you copied from the Azure portal, and this is the priority. You need to select the priority, paste on the priority panel, and go to the custom and make it 3600 and click save. Now we successfully saved the both record on GoDaddy.com. I'm just planning to refresh it and just planning to click on the verify. Just click here. Now verify domain name successfully completed. Now you need to click on the Azure Active Directory, and now we have option to two different types of domains are available. elearningplace.in, and this is our default domain that provided by the Microsoft on Microsoft.com. So this is the way to customize a domain with your Azure Active Directory. So this is our third agenda that we decide to cover in this particular video. So I'm going to show you how you can use your custom domain. So this is our custom domain with name of elearningplace.in, and I'm just going to click on the user panel, user option, and in the user, I just try to create a new user. Just click on the new user, and now you will be get two different types of options. I'm just planning to create a username with name of MANJEET, right? And just select the domain size. You have a two different way, elearningplace.in and another is on Microsoft.com. If you are planning to create your user and associate with your own domain, so you have option to select the domain option. Just click on drag and drop icon, just select your own domain and configure it. Display name is MANJEET, right? And you need to configure your password. So I'm going to proceed password. What you want to make it, decide the role you want to make, user, contributor, global account. We will discuss more about it. Just try to create. Now successfully added with one user with name of MANJEET, and our user is associated with elearningplace.in. So this is our agenda. This is the agenda of this particular video. and I'm going to create another part of this same video. In the second part, I'll show you how you can add this user with Windows 10 operating system. So guys, you need to wait, and definitely we'll try to upload our second video soon. You just go through the entire step that we did and just try to perform entire task by self if you want to clear your examination. It's really important. You should invest your time over Azure portal and try to configure the entire activity by self. Got it? No need to use any kind of dumps. Dumps can clear your examination, but if we're talking about the training, if you be talking about the activity over our directly Azure portal, definitely it will make you Azure admin. Got it? So guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll meet soon with new video, and take care and bye bye.